Okay, welcome to our second concept video in Chapter 1 entitled Forms of Business Organizations. So our learning outcomes here are three. One, we must make sure we understand what the business entity concept means. Two, we're going to look at the different forms of businesses, and finally, the types of businesses. Now keep in mind that we are going to learn to how to record business transactions and summarize business transactions for a business entity, which is any business organization, but it is a separate economic unit, separate from the owner. That is, we're only going to record those economic events that affect the business. If the owner buys something for his wife, we do not record that. It's not part of the business. If he did take money out of the business to buy something for his wife, then we do record that the owner took money out of the business. But we are focusing only on the business and not the owner. Now there are three forms of businesses. There is a single or sole proprietor. Sole proprietor, he's a person, let's say a mechanic skills, he has some tools, he opens up a shop. That is, the business and him are the same. He's the same manager. So that's a sole proprietor, one guy. If two or three guys do it, then a second type of business is a partnership. Same idea though. They pool their resources and they set up a business and they share the profits. However, both are unincorporated businesses, which means if they fail, then people who are owed money by that business that they were running can go after the owners of that business to make good on the money that's owed to them. There is no protection under the law for a sole proprietor or a partner. However, the third one offers that protection. That's a corporation. It is a separate legal entity from the business. That is, the owners buy shares in the business and become shareholders, or what are called stockholders. So there's a new term for you. They own shares or stocks in the business. Now, they carry on business, and when they make a profit, they return the profit to the owners in the form of dividends. Another new word. That is just profits that are returned to the shareholders. However, the key thing here is the fact that it's incorporated, and that means that if the business fails, the people who are owed money by that business cannot go after the shareholders. They are protected by the law. They are separate from the corporation in the eyes of the law. So there's your three forms of businesses. Now there are three types of business, and each has more varied kinds of transactions. We start off by learning the business transactions of a service company. They perform a service for a fee. They don't sell a good, they perform a service. A hairdresser, a mechanic, that kind. The transactions are rather simple and straightforward. So that's what we use as an example to begin to learn accounting transactions. The second type of business is a merchandise company. Now this company purchases in goods that are ready for sale. They don't change them in any way. They put a price tag on them, hang them on a hanger, and put them or fold them on the shelf. They don't change it in any way. But you see, the transactions are a little more complicated because now we have inventory, and goods can be returned and so on. So those are kind of transactions we will learn later on in this course. In a future course, we use manufacturing companies. Manufacture as examples of business transactions. Manufacturing companies buy in what's called raw material, put it through a conversion process, and produces a finished good. And once that finished good is produced, then it's sold to merchandisers. So there's three types. We're going to concentrate in the beginning of this course, service companies, then towards the end of this course, merchandise companies. And when you go on and you take managerial accounting, you will take the transactions of a manufacturing company.